Update!
And it's been another week. Today we are going to talk about why things take so long when you're planning a production. I got this a lot early on in Pops. I think people understand it more nowadays, but I used to get all the time like, why does it take so long between episodes? You must be the laziest guy in the world, you know? And granted, I am the laziest guy in the world, so they got me there. But there's a big difference between doing an update or doing a vlog and doing depending on who the vlogger is. Some vlogs take a long time. Like if they do a lot of inserts or a lot of like interaction with stuff, then those can take a lot longer. But something like this where it's just chatting, very quick process. You sit down, you shoot it, you edit it, you cut out all the ums and ahs, and boom, good to go, upload. You do that in a few hours. It feels very productive. It feels very immediate. Whereas a production like Pops has become, that's a horse of a different color. Scheduling production, and I've said this over and over again, like, it's not just the fact that we have to get 10 different people and get their schedules all to line up so they have this certain set of hours free at the same time so that we can all get together and do this thing. And it's the worst part about planning a large production. It's the thing that makes me want to quit the most all the time, you know? When we're scheduling and people have scheduling conflicts and then something comes up on a day we already had scheduled, so like now I have to move not just one person's schedule who had the thing that comes up, but now everybody, like all other 7 or 8 people who were there that day now have to be adjusted to a different day. It's like insane. So there's that, but not only that, like when you get into a place where you're using like a bunch of different locations or a bunch of different characters that you have to cast, that process alone takes so much time. We're doing it right now. I sent a series of emails to different locations. Now, they're not going to email you back right away. Very rare. I had one location get back to me right away, and we went today to try and firm up kind of the details of like what we would be doing in that space. I gave him some script pages to assure him that it wouldn't take that much time, especially when you're a no-money production. They want to know that they don't have to spend too much of their own personal time outside of business hours with you in their space. And they're basically just doing it out of the goodness of their heart, you know? Place Prairie Joe's in Evanston, Illinois. Awesome, awesome diner with really restrictive hours. So if you ever end up in Chicago or Evanston and you want an awesome diner experience, Prairie Joe's is the one, man, on Central Street in Evanston. They're cool enough. They're letting us shoot there. Ordinarily, like you send an email. It takes at least a couple days for them to get back to you. Then you start hashing out the things. That takes like another week. So now you're looking at like a week and a half just talking to one location, you know? And you can be doing several at the same time, communications. So you can't shoot for that week and a half. Once that location is firm, then you need to get everybody's schedules in line. So you're looking at another week or 2 until everybody's available to shoot. Then you can shoot. So that's like a month in one location, you know? That's the kind of time it takes. Or casting. Okay, so you want to cast some new people. So you got to write up a casting thing, all right, and attach script pages or whatever, and send it out to sites like Actors Access, or send it around to agencies in the city, letting people know that there's a union job available even though there's no pay. You got to send that out, wait for people to respond. Again, that's a few days. Then you've got to kind of line up their schedules and find an audition space. We use this audition space downtown where you don't have to pay to use their space. It's amazing. It's a great place, but then you have to wait for the schedule so that they have a free amount of time that you can use. So, okay, so that's a couple weeks out, you know, because that place fills up fast since there's no fees. So then you got to get those actors scheduled to audition on that day. So that's 2 weeks. You wait those 2 weeks, you audition. Once you audition, you got to notify them that they've got the part, work out their schedules. Now you're looking at a month and a half. This is why production takes so very long. What has been going on with Pops, other than this stuff, I talked about last week when I was talking about the cyclical evolution of cinema, which got linked on Filmmaker IQ this week. They put that up on their site. Thank you so much. And thanks to Margaret for letting me know that they linked it so that I could check it out. That's amazing. I love Filmmaker IQ. I was so excited that they linked that thing. But last week, it was already 7 minutes long with that cyclical evolution of cinema speech. So there's this whole section where I talked about what I have been doing other than this stuff I've been talking about today and why production takes so long. So here's what's been going on in Pops from Jake from last week. So Pops, I have been working on some editing of the episode, and no matter how many times I talk about like how hard things are and how difficult it is to put things together, people who read the Pops blog know that I complain a lot. But watching it come together, so good. It's so good. I woke up this morning and I came and I've been piecing together a good section of the episode, laying it out, getting it not perfect, but passable, and it just is, I'm just so happy. and I want to keep working on it right now, so quick update. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Next week, I already have a topic. We're going to talk more about originality in cinema, because there are some things I did not say last week. I feel like I gave some things an unfair shake, and we're going to talk about that next week. I hope you guys are having a good week. I got a lot of work to do on Pops I want to get back to, so I will see you next week. That's the Pops logo. You guys take it easy.